Tribe. Hey, happy Tuesday. I'm back at my spot. I finished my workout and my walk and my HIIT boot camp. And so now I'm just enjoying the view. It's beautiful out here. And just so excited that this is all mine. All mine. Just a few minutes down the street from our house. I'm really looking forward to when Tribe comes out, and man, because yeah, Delray Beach can be kind of dead. I guess it's undiscovered. It's growing though. I mean, it's already changed a lot since I've been here for 2 years. And however, I can't wait till like we're having our Zikrs and our sound bowls and our yoga and all of that stuff. And of course, swimming like right down there. They have the boats, the jet skis, the catamarans, all of those things like that. They have that down there. So yeah, it's a great place. And it's not like expensive. That's what's so great. And this is September the 5th. So I forgot yesterday was Labor Day. Of course, I'm just thinking about my birthday weekend, of course. And so glad I don't have to go back and do anything. I don't have anything on my schedule till the 11th. So, oh, well, I'll be in Miami with Effect Fitness, yeah. That's about the only thing other than doing my workout. And so I started at 190, and I'm down to 178.5. I still got a long way to go. But anyway, what I want to talk to you all about today. I guess I heard this girl on one of the shows. Yeah, I talked about her yesterday. And, I read some of the comments about it, and people were just saying, how she must have been hurt or had some like tragic things happen to her, And I mean, I've had tragic things happen, and it's funny when people repeat back to me, in this space that I'm in, the tragic stuff that's happened to me. My auntie, my favorite aunt, she was like, she calls me by my third name. I don't know. I've changed my name so many times, but anyway, she was just saying how. I guess a situation that happened to me, and I can't even remember which one she said. I've had so many. And she was just basically saying that she didn't, the fact that I recovered from all of that. And she's like, it's not only that you recovered, that you can't see any evidence that happened to me. I guess she was thinking that, sometimes when stuff happens, you're still, you still got something on you. And I mean, I still do. I have anxiety, panic attacks. I do. In full transparency, I do. And I really didn't realize it till 2 years later, what was going on. And I think I've told you all that before, when I moved to Atlanta and I wasn't able to drive on the highway, and that's the first time that I understood what was happening to me. And I basically just locked in and locked down, and I just was like, my truth is something different. And of course the words I'm using now, I had no idea what those words were. I just focused on the fact that I had to do what I needed to do. That was it, and it was no kind of verbiage or anything to go along with it, because I wasn't there. I wasn't in that space. I just knew enough to move to Atlanta, and it was crazy. It was crazy because I I went to Atlanta with a friend. He lived here first, just a friend. And I had met him in Jacksonville when I lived there. And I said, can I just come see Atlanta? And he said yes. And next thing you know, I was here. That was the end of December. I asked him in September. I think I came and that's when I asked him was September. And then I came for New Year's Eve, watched the peach drop for the first time. And then by March, I was here. I was there. You know, and I guess I'm thinking about some stuff that my husband has said, you know, and like I said, he knows when to be soft and gentle with me. You know, I got some family stuff going on, and, you know, his heart goes out to me with my family stuff, and he's, you know, and I appreciate him for that. Like I said yesterday, I appreciate him for that. However, you know, I mean, it's something wouldn't always be trying to get you or deter you or take your energy or do all these things to you if you weren't something great. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't something fantastic, if you were something that they can't duplicate or replicate. You know what I'm saying? It's like something about you, no matter what people talk about, AI, clone, whatever, it's just something that no one can duplicate. You know, it's just something about when people or things or places count you out, even when you count your own self out, you know, that just when you're ready, you know, you'll just do what needs to be done. And that's within whatever context that you live your life in, you know. It's like, we gotta stop looking at what other people have and what other people are doing and stuff like that. I mean, your life is your life. And at the end of the day, we don't know how we got those lives. We don't know what made one person born healthy, one person born with a disability or some kind of disease or anything like that. We don't know, you know, and we definitely don't know how that person is feeling who was born into the world like that. However, the thing is for all of us is to reach a space with ourselves and in your I know space where whatever you were handed, whatever lot you were handed in life, that you're gonna, you know, make the best of it, you know. And that may sound cliche, and it sounded cliche to me a long time ago when I was still, you know, I had made trauma bonding the love of my life, you know. So when I'm telling my stories, when I'm living, when I'm selecting people, places, things, and jobs and whatever, I mean, I'm just so in love with trauma bonding that nothing could come between me and trauma bonding. Eat it good. And of course, like I said, I didn't know these words that I'm talking about. I just recently learned about trauma bonding, you know. All I knew was my husband was saying he wasn't going to have that shit. And it wasn't just that, because when he was saying he wasn't going to have that, I felt that was me. And I was like, he could be, you know, well, you can move on, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, nothing's more special than myself. Like, move on, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make this world. And even if you did, under protest, move on. You know what I'm saying? So, however, that was coming from a place of hurt and defensiveness and all of that. And it's like, it's a space that you can come from and exist from, where trauma bonding isn't anything except for something of the past. And whatever you're going through in your life, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know, I recently, and I said that we'll talk about it, you know, my husband and my wife do not do the whole social media thing. So don't ask, whatever. And I'm limited in what I can say. However, for myself, I, in just the finance department, Forex myself. And it came from, I guess that's what I was thinking about today, is just how when you're in a certain place with yourself, how, because I go back and like, how come I didn't know that then and then, and then, like my life would have been so much different. Okay, well, I'm loving this life. However, I was like, my life would have been so much different. I don't know if it would have or not. I'm just saying, it's like, when you look back, you can see where Forex in my life financially, without going back to school, without doing any of that, without doing any of these internet things that you have to do where, you got to sell something, you got to bring 20 people in, you got to do all of this stuff, like Forex on my own. And it's like, what space did I have to be in to get that information? And it's so funny because I had been talking to my sister, and it was actually 2 words that she was saying, and she had been saying it for a while, and it just didn't catch on. I just didn't get it. And I'm like, you know what I see is that I was in my I know at the time that happened, and I grasped on it to the point where, I was just like, man, this is mine. I am mine. I'm mine, and I was owning it. And you all excuse me, my allergies. And I was owning it. And from that place of my I know, it's like, this happened, and it had zero to do with my husband, anything like that, nothing to do with him, and it's just like, I just believe that, or I guess the way that I'm looking at it is like, because some of the thoughts and things like that have to go because you don't know and you don't believe, and I guess all you can do is just encourage. That's it. I just encourage each one of you who are listening to this YouTube. I just encourage you to just really dig deep into yourself. I spent so much time with myself and digging into myself and peeling up and peeling up and peeling back those layers, even to the point where, which is funny because my husband was the one who was first, like, really getting in my butt about not this whole trauma bonding and stuff like that, and even though I was well into healing myself and working on myself and stuff like that, it was like another space, it's like when you're no longer in that trauma bonding anything, you talk different, your words are different, all kind of things are so different, and I didn't get that. It's like, okay, I'm healed, I'm healing, I'm healed. Your words still are laced with trauma. However, when you're in this space of the I know, it's like, it's just not even there, So I'm not sure how it'll go for you. I can't even say, because it's like, that's the one thing that holds me back is, you all know that I went to school for counseling. I'm a specialized life coach, have my degree in psychology, all of that. And one thing that no one knows is when a person changes, like what activates that change, what's going on with that person, because the messages have been heard over and over again. You can find that anywhere. What activates and makes a person do that, and I don't know. I just know that I can't be the only one. That's all I'm saying. Over 8 billion people on the planet, I can't be the only one. My husband can't be the only one. Our wife can't be the only one. It has to be that something Something's there for you. No matter what your situation is, no matter if your mental stuff, your spiritual stuff, your physical stuff, your financial stuff, your emotional stuff, no matter what that is, you know yourself. You know yourself. The answers and stuff that you're seeking is within yourself. And I guess I'm just like, I'm really feeling it today because, my heart is just torn today over my family. Something's been going on the last couple of days, and I'm just not in that place anymore where any of that stuff is like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like each person is their own answer and their own truth. And whatever's going on in each person's life, this is coming from the book I know, Storm. And so it's nothing I can do. Anything that I can do or want to do would be drawing from ego. It would be drawing from my going way back and, going over and finding, taking a plane, train, ship to go find where trauma bonding is somewhere else, And it's like the depths and places I would have to go to even say something to the people in my family. It's like that's wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It leads nowhere. It leads nowhere. What has to happen is you, in your own situation, have to seek yourself. And that's whatever that means. Whatever that means, seek yourself. Because the answer is there. I mean, somewhere in your heart, you have to know that God or your spirit or whoever you call that didn't mean for you to suffer and have these things for your life this way. And if it did, it will give you a way so that you could at least have some comfort and that you could at least stop repeating the pattern. Can we just stop repeating that pattern? Can we just stop saying that we know, and then you have the same evidence or fruit of the same patterns? I know it's not for everyone to change their life and stuff like that, and God knows it took me long enough to get here. My birthday was just the other day, and I've only been living this way for the past couple of years, so I know about it taking a long time to do something. And I mean, I'm just sharing that it's available. That's all I'm doing. That's all I can do on this YouTube is be transparent and, just it's available to you also because you're available to yourself. Make yourself available to yourself. That's all, And it wasn't easy. Like, the past couple of days haven't been easy for me. They haven't. Because with that part of me that's familiar, I'm thinking, oh, I can jump in, I can do this, I can do that. So it's like, no, you can't. You can't. You can't. And then it's like, I'm not going to live a false, fake life. All I can do is what I'm doing now. The gift that I have for anyone is to, now that I know, I do. That's what I have. And that's what people get from me. They don't get the past. They can't bring up the past. They can't remind me of the past. They can't tell me that they did something for me or anything. They can't do nothing. All you get from me now is I know. I know and I do. And I make no exceptions or excuses. Because it's just like, man, with so much things out here when you start researching, that's why Seven Bomar and Billy Carson and Black Magic, Brother Rich and Brother Panic and stuff like that, At first I was listening for a certain reason. However, as you start listening to these people, you realize that the falsehoods that you have built your life on. And when that structure is torn down, I started to see myself more clearly. I started to see, well, another human just said this was true. That's how it happened. No one can prove it. Another human who you don't even know excuse me, it's like when you say something happened 1,000,000 years ago or 1,000 years ago or 100 years ago, or someone said this or something, that was their life, their stuff. And a lot of it you don't even know is true. You don't. So it's like, if that's the case and that's going on, I release my attachment to all of that. I release my attachment to all of that falsehood, all that stuff that's built on, like this sand under my feet. Let me show you all. So look at the sand when it comes in, and my foot just steadily sinking as the waves come in. Just steadily sinking. And that's the life this world was built on. You can't prove anything. You can't. And so it's like, okay, let me release all that. What can I do? What do I have access to? I have access to myself. And no one knows me. Your mother doesn't even know you. Your best, closest friend doesn't even know you. No one knows you. Even if you think you have a bestie or whatever, they don't know you. They don't. You don't even know yourself a lot of times. And that's where you have to, that was a high wave. That's where you have to keep digging. Keep digging. Just keep digging. You know? I'm feeling it today because I just, yeah. I can say what I just want. I don't know. I guess it's just spreading the word, that's all. It's just more out there. Be the good. It's just more out there if you want more. It's just more if you want more. No matter what place you are, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, it's just more if you want more. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I got some things to do today, plus love got on me because I wasn't, I got a lot of boxes done yesterday, but he's like, these boxes too. I was like, not looking to do those boxes, so got a lot of unpacking to do. We did some more purging yesterday. Man, I'm so glad. We had so much stuff. It's crazy because I purged when I moved down here 2 years ago. I got so much stuff, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just throwing this stuff away. Throwing it away. So I got more to go through. But you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to go get the sand out of my shoes. Give you all a last look. And you all enjoy your beautiful, wonderful day. Wholeness Tribe.